And put your hands together as we welcome both squads to the stage. Here are 100 Thieves and Leviathan. Also, do want to say, classic red versus blue scenario. Big fan of that. Big fan of the show. But in any case, though, this is going to be... I was passing by some of our awesome security staff here who watch every game, by the way. They're totally into it. And they were saying, like, oh, wow, that last game was crazy. And I was like, guys, I don't know if you're ready, because this next game is going to be insane.
This should be outrageous. Honestly, kind of going back to what we were just talking about with the vibes, the positivity of the team. With those two rookies, this is the highest stakes game that they have played in their careers, period. This is do or die, make it to the playoffs for LEV.
For Kez as well, on the other side for 100 Thieves, this is a massive match. You get that first seed in your group in your rookie season, Wyatt, is crazy.
Yeah, tons on the line. So are those good vibes, the fun energy, will that persist when the pressure is on the most? Honestly, I think it will.
I think it will too.
Honestly, I think it will. I don't think it's going to get to these guys. They've got the canine in them.
Well, and also too, you heard the respect that Sato has for King, the IGL. I mean, he is the longest standing member of the Leviathan lineup. He's literally Mr. Leviathan. So yeah, you gotta respect the King when he speaks. And of course, here's your series layout. You got Haven Sunset, ooh. And if necessary, what was that last one? I missed that last one. I think it was Corrode, I think. No, not Corrode. Oh boy. See,
wait, we're getting there.
Wait, I'm waiting for our
Give
Jim.
it a second, give it a second.
Is Gustavo in the crowd? No! I thought Gustavo or Jim was there. It's all good. But yeah, that is, we start things off with Haven and Sunset, though.
Surely Lotus.
Lotus,
Lotus.
there
Lotus!
we go.
Oh,
Now
man,
we
look
go.
at that. Guys, we're good at our jobs, I swear. Dan, save us.
For the first match, we already had the surprise of Sunset that Crew was picking, but 100 Thieves also has a surprise here because they haven't played this map of Haven in Stage 2 just yet. So it should be another map that can bring a lot of surprises. I think we've talked about these double duelists, the little things that they can do here. We just saw a Neon Euro that was being played. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities of the many things that they can do on this map. Or for the other side, this is the map where for LEV, they completely snowball and took over when they were playing against Crew.
Yeah, I mean, they just picked it into a LEV where Sato dropped 35 on this map, so that's dangerous. But to kind of go more overarching with the pool, Lotus last one, that was 100 Thieves permaban that they played for the first time last week, so that's crazy. But here we go, they're running that Neon Yor. We just saw Crew running it. Crew basically just leading and running all the 100 Thieves comps. And hey, maybe this is, they knew they were playing this behind the scenes as well, honestly, from scrims. Who knows? But I like this for 100 Thieves. It makes sense.
It's just like, I mean, in a similar way, even though it did not pan out for Crew, it still is, you know, a composition that makes sense given the people who are on this team and what they play.
And we mentioned those double duelists and the possibilities that, you know, the side of 100 Thieves had before they were playing with the ISO Neon, and so now they're going with that Yoru Neon instead. I like it a lot more. I feel like, once again, it's suiting the team a lot more. And then we just talked about this. Okeanos and the Neon has some great opportunities for openings, especially towards that A side. And I mean, Sato is always just doing his thing. He's great. He's amazing. We love seeing him.
All right, folks. Well, let's go ahead and do this. It's now time to jump into the action. The teams are locked in, so let's send it over to your casters. The sunlight deprived Brennan Sideshow. Get some vitamin D, damn it.
I mean, listen here, Leviathan versus 100 Thieves. What's going on here?
Oh, God.
As we get into the match, Josh, we've got a rare one here. The 4% chance, we pulled it, of a game that matters in week 5. Typically not the case, usually. But this one actually does matter. So Desk has done a wonderful job, I think, of setting up the stakes for it. Leviathan, if you win this one, you basically locked yourself into playoffs for 100 Thieves. It's the first seed on the line in playoffs. Huge. An even bigger deal, some might say as well. The fact that you can actually skip some portions of the playoffs. You get that champs point, I believe, just available to you, locked and loaded.
Well, pretty much. I mean, you're 1 win away from getting 4th place, which gets you really important champs points and a huge opportunity then, a really high likelihood of being one of the teams that makes it. But that is all quite a long way off. Leviathan, on the flip side, can go from 2nd place in the group to eliminated based on the outcome of this match and the final match of the stage where Loud plays against MIBR. So things are still nuts over here in the Omega group. It's been ridiculously competitive. All of the games have been bangers too. 3 map bangers, and I'm hoping for nothing less here. Look at the start at those pistol win rates. Leviathan has been ridiculous on these kind of rounds.
Last matchup winning 5 out of 6 versus Crew. Looking to set the same kind of pace here, but 100 Thieves are going in. Fast, hard attempt over towards this B side. They've already get that plant down, and a kill to the name of King dropping, collected. Players are trying to flood all the way back in. Stray shots from the Ghost are already rattling away off onto the site, and they have conceded up that space, but 100 Thieves going for that retreat, a quick tap. And we know that these teams like to play with a bit of pace. There's no slowing down. Not quite just yet, Kess. The two-piece cheeky with it, and now biding their time, trying to swing this together, but a complete collapse. And Leviathan, they keep that trend going.
They've got plot armor in the pistol rounds. They're in a 2v3 with no smokes. King dropped early. Okeanos didn't have his wall to be able to play with, and somehow Com, with a Sheriff in hand, picks up 2 at the end. I mean, those must have been remarkable. We're watching it from 100 Thieves' perspective. Live. That flick on Cryo, man.
Ian, you did not see. You're alive, but you did not see what I just did to these guys, bro.
That's why they're winning so many pistols. What is going on? There's the first one, though, and a huge one for LEV. I think in terms of the map pool, too, they've won the map pool here. You're looking at a really unpredictable matchup on Haven, because we haven't seen 100 Thieves. But then Sunset and Lotus, feels like LEV have great opportunities to win on those 2 maps, even if they can't win here. And LEV are 2-0, so it was risky for 100 Thieves to be picking even this one.
Here.
Well, plenty of targets laying in wait just behind that smoke. Sado got a bit of help with him, just for the Outlaw. 100 Thieves will be creeping up to this one, looking to explode at a moment's notice, see if they can take it by surprise. But Tex, supplementary fire. Big TP into the back as well. Sado's just dealing with any sort of adversaries that are creeping past that line of scrimmage, and are all going to get deleted at a moment's notice. 2-0 currently for Leviathan, a great beginning for them.
Very healthy, keeping armor up even on all 4 of the players that survived. So they've got massive amounts of weaponry, and also building up that money in the bank to work with too. Respect to 100 Thieves for always keeping an eye on the Ultovs, actually. That's one of the things that this team is really working on refining. You'll see Asuna and Cryo in particular running around the map, guzzling those up, and even on a round like this, trying to just take the small wins where they can.
Quick feet, quick trigger.
Here, Sato comes in with no armor to work with. But look, the economy, so nice here for LEV, and a chance genuinely to win the round.
Just going for a nice early on here towards the lobby. Fight towards A. All that pressure's going to be heard, so 100 Thieves looking to react in a different direction. Stopped and stunted by the cage for now. Trip's going to be broken though, and now they can start to take some garage control. Really applying that pressure. Tex, he's isolated.
And he's in a very far forward position. He doesn't have information down C long. He could be getting pinched right now. It's a tough spot to play in. You're likely to get paranoid from this spot, but Xander actually doesn't have it in this round. And in fact, 100 Thieves back up. Drone to make it sound like they're re-clearing over towards A, but Com has his own to realize that there is nobody pushing up behind that. Nobody actually taking the space. And now he can go back to just jiggling this. Com getting great information for the rest of his team, allowing them to keep the stack towards C and B.
100 Thieves, time's getting bled out of the round. The longer you wait, the worse it could get. Com catches that contact, so now he's going to be calling rotations and util. Trying to really cement himself into a position into A short, but he needs some backup, and he needs it now. The onslaught's coming. Good flash. And Com with the peek. Trying to tip-tap and calm down those shots of the Guardian. Just the one before the trade's on site, but still on the site. Asuna trying to lay claim, dividing up most of the site. Okeanos looking to meet their match as well, but with those rifles to weaponry differential, and 100 Thieves reign supreme. Get access and control, get that plan down on top of it, and Texas lurking from the sides. Don't know about it at all. Catching out onto the reloads. A quick upgrade is picked up. Tex has the count, but he's got to isolate these fights into the 1v2. 100 Thieves with discipline. Surely not! Tex ruins their day!
Astonishingly good there from Tex. Those shots were lovely. Dealt with the first guy so quickly that he was able to even adjust. Not having to go for spray control, he could actually reset fully. And Kess, I'm not sure if he... I gotta be honest with you, I don't know whether there was a trip on the flank that Tex managed to jump over, or if he got broken but they were unaware. I don't know how he managed to slip the net there without Kess having some idea. Normally you see those kind of scenarios happening when the Cypher's dead.
Tex going to be sitting at 8-0 after that one.
Standing ahead.
And you see Kess put down that trip here, right at the start.
That's called out, but a Hunter's Fury is apparently called forward. A Paranoia sweeping. Leviathan not leaving anything to chance. It's a weak goodbye of 100 Thieves, but Leviathan just making sure they throw everything at this one to clean it up. Nice and pretty.
Yeah, really early on. Investing those ultimates, getting up to a 4-0 lead. Gets the blood pumping, gets the momentum going. But like you said, it is an early investment of Com's ultimate. I think they're just trying to condition 100 Thieves that they are never allowed a lobby. This is what they did to Crew as well. I mean, Crew were also doing it the other way around, but you are simply not allowed a lobby control with the way that Leviathan are playing this. And now they swap things up, hoping that 100 Thieves would not be going in the same direction again. But 100 Thieves deciding to be stubborn, bashing their heads against this brick wall on A, and this time they've found an opportunity. Look at Tex's setup. What is that trip over towards Graffiti?
Trip's broken. It's a strange one, at least with a trip.
It's just a kill trip for heaven.
Yeah, just trying to play off of this one if he can. Hoping the players will run into that one. That's just a clone. Counter spam! Bullets catching you right through the wall. Sato does not really want to overstay here. It's just one man. Reinforcements are arriving, but the site's going to be given up granted now. 100 Thieves getting that plant down. Shot dart though, straight to the dome. Aston's got to be wary of that one. 75 health now left to work with, and LEV looking like they want to speed this one up. It's a drone to try and pave away to victory here. Holding for the flash, popping out with the darts, trying to leave. At least see if they can overwhelm these players up onto the site, but again, it's stalwart. Crossfire setups, reign supreme here for 100 Thieves, not to be derooted.
Cryo surviving with 10 HP, just in the corner of Graffiti. Nobody paying attention to him. All of that retake focused on default, focused on hell. But this round really for 100 Thieves able to be gained because they picked the correct site. They happened to be going towards A. They ignored the conditioning of Leviathan, trying to stop them going in that direction. So whoever made that pre-barrier call with a nice read that LEV were going to move away from the 4-player stack they've had towards A.
Willing to play into the conditioning.
100 Thieves, yes, looking like they were prodding over towards A lobby, but this time that early utility coming out from Com making them believe perhaps that LEV were fighting for it. Instead, though, it's Oki and Sato poking down mid, looking to try to catch Kess early.
Straight bullets though, Texan was going down himself. It's going to be an all popped off. Here we go, Dimensional Drift. Cryo spots his targets, sees two towards the back. He's going to be assisted for the rest of his team now. That stun ricochets, pushing the back. LEV going to be trying to play this one fully for the retake. Dart already expended though. Okeanos looking to see if he can get involved now with that Paranoia sweeps forwards along with a stun, and he's already taken names as Asuna dropped it, just shots to the dome. Okeanos only dropped and only stopped by Cryo, still towards the back of his side, and he's really trying to ice out those fights. King though finally takes him out, and Kess has got to get a bit of a move on a scramble, not playing on top of the site. Cage reveals his position now into that 1v2. He's got a lot to do, but still all that pressure creates diamonds from this kid.
That's amazing. Just as Tex was able to pull out an astonishing clutch on A, Kess has made the C site his home ground. What was this? He had to bully his way through his own cage. Incredible shot onto King. And still resetting for the wall bang onto Com. Pulls it out with the Red Bull clutch and gets another on the board for 100 Thieves. Also knocks down the economy of LEV. They have 4 in a row, so much money to work with. And now go back to a delayed A-lobby punish.
Yeah, this is making it feel like it's just Com there. Only the drone showing. LEV are going to be creeping up past this point.
They might have missed the timing here. Kess starting to retreat already.
The fight on top of it though with that Paranoia. There it is, good connection and the stun on top of it. Trying to spam into the corner. Zander, he supplements and Kess stands his ground. Forwards is the call. 100 Thieves are trying to draw blood out of these players. And overfighting potentially there, but they are the victors, at least today, over towards that A-lobby fight, leaving it into the 1v3 Tex. There's no world in which he wants to play into this one.
No, he thought for a moment about sneaking into the back of the A site. But against Kess's ult, they knew exactly where he was coming from. And it looks now like maybe he'll go for a prod. His money isn't bad. But Okeanos, with only 1,000 credits.
Use one away from the ult too. It's risky. the ski, but they're going to be taking the peak and the swing towards the back. 100 Thieves carving a path to get back into this one, nice and even into the map so far. It has been high octane.
Okeanos sat at 9 kills, but I don't think he'll be particularly happy about how that A lobby crunch worked. He wanted to dive in with the paranoia, but he went a little bit before the flash came out from King, and by the time he decided to re-engage, the cage was already up and he couldn't find Kess. So small execution problems there, meaning that the game plan from LEV, which was good, didn't work. And now 100 Thieves are on a bit of a roll. Most of it coming from the fact that they have no longer been denied A lobby. They're either taking it for free, as we saw in round 5, where LEV were playing a retake setup there, or they're bullying their way through and being able to win that team fight. And 100 Thieves are happy in a team fight.
Yeah, they are. They want to scrap, they want to square up. Viatan also happy to try and take the fight straight to them. But as you mentioned earlier, that conditioning of that A lobby fight, 100 Thieves weren't biting.
Honestly, I think it was a good idea from Leviathan. You know, they start out with 4 rounds where they stack, 3-4 players over towards A lobby and deny 100 Thieves of space. You expect teams to give that up, to just be like, all right, well, let's go and take garage control at the start, or let's do a C default to open up. And instead, 100 Thieves have just stuck to their guns and thought, all right, at some point, they're going to let up on this side. Now coming out of the TAC timeout, though, we'd expect both teams to be changing things. And indeed, 100 Thieves looking like they want to take grass early.
I'm out of here.
Plenty of guns on either side.
You see King actually waiting in spawn for Xander's ult.
Trying to see if it's potentially a play that 100 Thieves want to make.
If they were going to go for it, though, it would be in the first couple of seconds of the round.
I'm out.
Fill up the space as well that he's given up a little bit earlier. 100 Thieves, again, that poking towards garage.
And watch where EU uses his drone. If he uses it on the C side, they're pretty committed. Because you then don't have that to re-clear A lobby.
Now these players are squaring up for a fight of their own here. It's a skirmish waiting to happen. Sato's the one who drops and falls.
Com getting pushed up to A lobby here. Kess waiting for it. And the hit looking like it's coming towards B.
Cage in your face. Drone now over towards B, like you mentioned. Making a go of it. Flash forwards, no connection. Okeanos could try and hold this one back, but with that util in your face, you've got to respect it. Usually backing away. Texas all the way in, though, and he's isolated. No! No way! A bit whiffing! There's heads spinning and rolling. Tumbling onto the floor. Tex ripping you to pieces. And one away from an ace under his belt.
He's got 12 kills across 8 rounds.
It's monstrous.
And it should never have happened.
Slips his way in.
There were 2-3 players shooting at him. We've got to see that in the replay.
It's a one-man army.
seconds
He
left.
might get his chance here and now. Kess teetering on the brink, and Tex collects with the iBuyPower ace.
Well, you know by now they're giving away PCs, those $100 Riot gift cards and iBuyPower rewards for every ace. Got to follow at iBuyPower on socials. And you've also got answers on a postcard. How on earth has he got away with that?
I mean, they pushed Okeanos out completely, all that util, and then Tex
Asuna's
just
sliding in, shooting at him from close range.
just missing.
How has he whiffed that? I mean, Asuna is having one of the best stages I can remember in his career. I mean, that is just a fact. Asuna has been playing amazingly for the last 4 weeks. And this team, now that they look like they're all on the same page, has empowered him as the tip of the spear, but he was 0-6 to start, now he's 2-8. And you see, some of it is going to be his selfless style of entrying. And some of it might just be a straight up rough beginning here. Because that's an example of where he should have a slam dunk kill, and it goes so wrong.
You're exactly right. I mean, Asuna lives and dies by being the tip of the spear for his team, putting his body onto the line because of it. But yeah, a moment like that, a round like that, all goes to pot.
They need Asuna to be playing well. We've talked so much about how good Sato has been, and for great reason. He's been astonishing, especially on the Yoru. You know, his stats are through the roof. Well, guess who's got very similar stats, only like a fraction behind him in a number of the key metrics? Asuna. on the other side. And so, if you've got him down at the bottom of the scoreboard, it's not always a bad thing, because sometimes 100 Thieves can use the space that he creates. But it's not a great sign based on what we've been seeing so far. It'd be nice to get this guy activated.
Fast and loose here, up towards A lobby. Again, Kess was just overstepping. Head of the smoke. Almost anticipating it was fake pressure. It's evened out, though.
I think he killed Sato through the smoke.
100 Thieves now going to be drifting towards this B side, but there is reinforcements arriving. Lev, again, constantly on the move, constantly on the prowl, looking to fill in the gaps here. Yeah, Asuna just steps forward. There's no util there. He's anticipating that it's a freebie off the pressure that his team's making in Garage, but none the wiser.
See, that doesn't work when Leviathan have already pushed out A lobby. That'll never work.
Leviathan have all the info in the world. Look at it, deep push all the way out A lobby, as you mentioned. Okeanos has that space to net that's tightening here. Hunter's Fury, he's right behind them, playing off of this and all that chaos. A kill claimed and collected here. Xander stunned. Being dropped down and slowed to a crawl. It's him and Cryo have got to do a lot from this spot. Risks need to be taken in a 2v4. Paranoia and a fight forwards. Leviathan looking like they're ready for it though. It's a dart at your feet. Forced to concede a lot of that space. Smoke propped up on top of it. It's all about how you take these fights here and now, but it leaves it just down to Cryo. And in that 1v3, so damn unlikely.
Another round where Leviathan completely control A lobby. But this time, 100 Thieves weren't going in that direction other than Kess. When Kess dies, though, first of all, Leviathan know that you're not going A. Secondly, there's no trips on the flank. And both of those caught 100 Thieves really badly in that round. Asuna is assuming that the garage pressure is going to pull people off B. Well, it isn't, because the A rotates have already come in to fill B. And then also, they don't realize how fast Okeanos is to flank on C. So Kess going down at the start of this round ruined them. But also, they didn't react to Kess going down. They just played the round as if the Cypher was still up.
You guys, y'all played this shit perfectly.
That's Sato, who was dead in the first 2 seconds.
Just watching from the spectator seat.
Here's the ult into spawn. This is what King was waiting for earlier.
Yeah, not watching for it now, though. This is going to be Xander looking to apply that pressure. Paranoia, though, just slides and glides to the side. Sato is delivering death from above. On from high onto the window. Hunter's Fury, maybe the supplement. Maybe to help them out as well. That extra damage making these kills just so damn uncertain. But Com always be flanking. That's the rule of thumb. And he is collecting. It leaves it down to just Cryo now. Doesn't know where these players are laying down, but in that 1v2, in that spot there, Sato is a 3-piece to his name. This is rapid. There's no breathing room that these teams are allowing.
I love the fact, though, that LEV are so aware of the ult plays that are coming out. 100 Thieves have actually been excellent this stage with their ult rounds. But they're starting to get a bit predictable. As the weeks go on, we've seen teams get a good read on them. And LEV, they really focus on the ult rounds. They were great at predicting what Crew wanted to do with their Omen ults, with the big ultimates. And you saw it previously. They've been aware that Xander likes to teleport into spawn. And now the trip's set up on B for Asuna's ult, for example, who's still on only 2 kills, by the way.
I'm sticking around here. It's really quite far out into the open. He's still staying his ground with the drone going to be used to see if he can catch that pressure. He's calling now for reinforcements.
He's so bold, just droning like that on his own.
Bold.
But, you know, sometimes LEV have a lot of bodies behind it. Sometimes they're doing a delayed A lobby crunch, so it gives Com that peace of mind. He knows 100 Thieves are not going to disrespect it.
Portal closed.
Stacks in the right place, and they're not playing a 4-1. All 5 players of 100 Thieves around A here. So LEV have the stack in the perfect spot. 100 Thieves really lacking options to go back.
Down to that minute mark. They were praying that LEV would go for a re-clear down towards A long. LEV are happy to hold their ground. It's Paranoia primed and ready in the back pocket when they see those signs of life. The dart is dealt with. Paranoia's forwards alongside that smokes as well. Com is just destroying them right now. Not to be removed from that A-shore position. 100 Thieves are left with no more options. There's 35 seconds left into the round. No prior map control, no working towards Garage earlier.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, no option, no lurker, no way out. And it's round 11. And are they going for a repop? Are they going for a save? I don't even know at this point.
That money's tight, waiting for the smoke to dissipate, hoping they'll be given a free fight, but the time is running so damn short. 10 seconds left. Take it Okeanos, but no.
They're just saving.
Not going to go for it, just going to save.
Brutal. Utterly brutal. Com has played that round phenomenally, though. Like I say, the earlier conditioning of LEV, sometimes making it look like it's only Com and then punishing, allows Com to play in bold, disrespectful positions like that, where it's just him alone, drone in hand. Because 100 Thieves aren't sure whether or not he's got backup, got help. But then, he throws a recon dart that finds Xander inside his smoke. Xander smoke TP'd himself in as like an entry on top of box, and Com just whacks him with a recon.
Yeah.
He's scanned like groceries and destroyed.
Vietnam have been on top of it so far this half.
I have retrieved
Complete
the
understanding of how 100 Thieves want to play.
spike. I have dropped the spike. I have retrieved the spike.
100 Thieves going back to the earlier playbook, just slowing it down, seeing if they can pressure, posture over towards Garage. Take out the trip, lead it forwards with the drone. These Leviathan players are quite out into the open. What a shot and an adjustment from Cryer, but now it's up to Tex. Can he stand his ground? He pushes forward to try to take the fight against him. It's counter spam with the overdrive in hand. Asuna does find it.
The rest of 100 Thieves didn't actually take any space. They've still got a minute. And King,
Cautious.
King.
Hold on, you got your util out into your hands. There's sighted King. Skipping and hopping. He's boundless now across the site, and he's out into the open, and yet still cannot be stopped. Where are the punishes? Still cannot be stopped. King and Okeanu side by side, shoulder to shoulder. Will not be dislodged, and a 9-3 half is what we're staring at here. This is Leviathan in complete control on 100 Thieves map pick.
And getting away with murder. How many of these rounds? I can think of 3 off the top of my head that feature players getting away with stuff they should never be allowed to. Like this from King. How is he getting in and then in the open getting out again? Yeah, his teammates supported him, but man, they're finding some wild timings.
Pure chaos. The Leviathan are playing like it's all getting put together now in the final few moments. We'll find out just how far they can take it on the other side of this.
Game changers.
We're making history.
It means so much to us.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are, but as long as I'm good enough, I can go as far as I want.
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
Red Bull gives you wings.
Week to week, Leviathan have been going from strength to strength, to be honest. You can see it, the team chemistry. I mean, Wyatt was talking about it on the desk before we got into this one. He said that the vibes really just feel organic, you know, pasture-raised, no pesticides in sight. They are just 5 guys that are really starting to click and find their moment on the big stage. Each and every single one of them, and I think it showcases here in a 9-3 start on 100 Thieves map pick. Now, granted, a bit risky for 100 Thieves when they haven't played this map in the stage, but still, Leviathan good enough to really jump and capitalize off of it.
That's what happens when you have a team that's willing to ban bind against 100 Thieves. This is the first time that any team has banned bind against them. 50% of 100 Thieves map wins this stage have come on bind. That's absurd. And now they're forced to go in a different direction. They've had to pick Haven. And they're now down 9-3. And this pistol round means so much, and LEV have just been so good in these spots. They're anticipating a very classic defensive pistol here, where you go for a triple walk down from B, trying to get a flank A retake working on A. But instead, 100 Thieves are actually holding their ground. Normally a very proactive team.
Yeah, very much a change of pace.
But it will speed up. Both of these teams are going to play fast and loose in this half.
Blink of an eye. Now slowly starting to make their way over towards the A site.
And look at the anticipation from 100 Thieves. They've read it as well.
Yeah.
It's the only place where they don't have a bit of advanced info. So they reckon the pop's coming here.
It's TP into the back. Stun's going to ricochet. It's through the back on top of it.
It's a fake.
Yeah, it's a fake with the dart on top of it. It's going to be a lot of these 100 Thieves players wondering, okay, well, when is actually a push going to be coming through? Now, players not really binding onto it 100% of the way, because Cryo, yes, still there to fill in the gaps towards C. Xander by his side. They don't overextend themselves too much here out into the open. Cryo. He's a menace right now. Not too many more bullets left to play with here, but time is running way too short for Leviathan. They've got to get it go on right now. They've got to get a move on. Moving forward to these kills. Only 9 seconds remaining. 100 Thieves trying to flood their way back in, but the feed is filled up entirely in red. Plant needs to be stuck. And Sato's going to be claiming it, but 100 Thieves got their way all the way back in into the 1v2. But Sato! Overwhelmed. Too much to do.
I thought somehow the plot armor was going to come through again, but that is a round that 100 Thieves desperately needed, and they convert it. I really like the way that both teams were playing that. The slow-paced idea from Leviathan, sick read against the way that 100 Thieves would normally play. 100 Thieves themselves hanging back, getting the read that it was going to be an A hit, but also somebody in the comms calling that it could be a fake.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
So that they leave 2 players defending C. Now that is really nice awareness. Cryo and Xander staying over towards the C site made all the difference there.
Leviathan looking to get a little bit cheeky. There's 5 players holding hands, shoulder to shoulder, up through mid. Xander's going to be under an immense amount of pressure now, even with that better weaponry to him. That's a right click straight to the dome. It's enough to do anybody in, but 100 Thieves are rapid to try and fill it in and make sure that they can hold onto this site.
Could have been dangerous. Could have been dangerous. If the Bulldog had been allowed to get picked up and kind of have a bit of a reset in the round, Asuna also forced a Vandal with no armor there. So things could have got a bit weird. Thankfully, Cryo has just been a turret. Sick in anchoring spots and huge in relieving that pressure on B.
A lot of emotion on his face too.
Yeah.
Don't see that too often.
So now they get to keep all 3 of those Vandals and the Bulldog.
Strong bonus, 100 Thieves, exactly what they need to try and get back in.
Kess does like to turtle and play with a lot of his utility to anchor the sites. That's leaving 100 Thieves with no Cypher utility to give them information on B or Garage.
Yeah, feeling a bit spread out.
Could be the right time for it.
Kess he's on the site here. He's not playing from heaven. These aren't kill trips. He is very much able to get overwhelmed, but deals with the dart, and here's the cages to play from south. Like you said, tuck in the neck, that turtle gameplay. We're going to see if he can actually make a go of it here. And he's already called for the reinforcements. Backup arriving in spades, and an exit called for Leviathan. I don't want to play into this one. Bodies have been pulled across, but while this is happening, Xander risks taken. He's pushed all the way around.
Not spotted.
He's going to be able to call for them. He knows.
Yeah.
Doesn't hear any sound cues that they are exiting out of this A. It's going to be the re-hit, re-pop.
Yeah, this is perfect for Xander. You don't want to overflank in this spot. It might be tempting to go to try to test and see if you can get a kill, but the info is worth it.
And 100 Thieves have got the bodies stacked towards it. They know that because of that Xander information. He's given it and granted it up. The supplementary flashes are excellent. It's prime and ready. And 100 Thieves, they strike on it.
Great round there from 100 Thieves. Kess buying so much time with his Cypher setup. Flood's coming through really quickly. And Lev without another option. Lev need to be playing this attack side with at least 1 lurk player so that they can pivot away. One of the things that we saw from the 100 Thieves Loud game is that Robbie BK was calling some immaculate fakes to try to pull these really fast flood rotates from 100 Thieves. They are so quick to rotate on the defense side, 100 Thieves. So you can mess with them.
This is a wild play against an eco round for 100 Thieves. They have 4 players over towards C. Nobody over towards B. No trips at all as well.
Yeah.
No information to be given up here.
These were the kind of gaps, again, that Robbie was exploiting on Sunset.
This is just wild.
By the way, that's our second map, so we see a ton of this kind of stuff.
Kill trip setter, so this time Kess from a safer position and angle. Through onto Heaven. Willing to concede up most of the space. Up onto the side here. 100 Thieves are happy to do it because they've got ultimates and weaponry abound.
Xander in behind again.
Cover going out.
There was no trip on the flank.
Potentially missing that TP that went back to retreat. King is holding a Paranoia out into the open. That's util held, and he doesn't even know, not even aware of it. No turn in sight. Still on close and personal. That's where Sato likes it. Close quarters combat. He's already done some decent damage. Weaponry not helping him in now, but still 100 Thieves are in this fight in a 2v2. Dimensional drift and flash into your face. Sander, he's taking this, needs the defense, and he needs the trade. On site, half earned. No bullets left though. Sheriff in hand. It is Tex who runs him down.
That is, again, another round, really, that Leviathan should not be getting away with. A thrifty to stop the momentum of 100 Thieves. Flank from Xander, quite nice, but it's Sato's 2K that does the majority of the work here.
Trick shot.
This 2K being able to annihilate EU and catch Asuna, who was trying to pull the crosshair. And Sato just doesn't bite at all. He kills the second player in first.
We're straight back into it. Skirmish and exchange of the util out towards A lobby. No blood drawn. Rifles in either side's hands.
Gotta go.
Asuna alone.
They should be able to get out of here. Wall up. Hops his way to safety.
Look how quickly, though, that pressure starts pulling 100 Thieves players over towards A. And yet, nobody from LEV is actually in a lurk position to try to work off the back of that.
It's Cryo, you see him dimensional drift to get that information into the mid-round as well. He's cleared most of the way, so 100 Thieves now aware of the game plan. Leviathan trying to commence the siege over towards this C side again. Players are filling in towards the back of the side here. 100 Thieves are trying to stay ingrained, and in the process, dropping these bodies. Leviathan not standing a chance here, trying to overwhelm with that brutal firepower. 100 Thieves, though, one step ahead, purely off the back of Cryo.
Cryo's dimensional drift caused the timing, and LEV running a lot of these reactive plays on their attack side. They don't really like slowing things down that much on the attack. They're a team that likes to re-hit sites. They're a team that likes to react fast.
Nice, Matt. Nice flashes, Matt.
Cryo sat top of the scoreboard, 18. Got huge value in that round. Info and forced the reaction out of LEV.
Being treated here. Game between these two teams. You can tell how much it means for all of them, and Cryo so eager for the engagement. Steps up, always risks as well, taking a fight like that, but comes up with the goods. This is one and backs off. Flash and a repeat potentially. 100 Thieves trying to bait that. They could be refighting over towards A long. LEV now just steadily making moves towards it. Tex. He is inserted. Spike's still over here. That pressure over towards Garage, all just from one player, Com, pulling all of them towards it. But as soon as he goes down, they realize there wasn't actually anything else alongside it. 100 Thieves should have a pretty good idea this is going to be over towards the A site.
And Cryo still with a flash that he would be able to use to flood in. A smoke, maybe making them think that it could be a B finish here, though.
Yeah, so he's trying to noise bait, I think, but he's going to be paying his life because of it. Tex got himself in.
Yeah, and that little bit of fake util on B and Tex's entry has given them the A site, and now a real chance here for LEV again.
Rifles picked up, trying to gain a bit of an advantage. The dart's going to be sent out wide. No effect is going to be slowing down the approach of 100 Thieves for now. TP for info. This is Xander. He's trying to get information for his team to work with. King with that paranoia. And it's a critical piece of util at that. Here's the footsteps, sends it flying forwards. The overdrive going to be nullified. At least for a moment, Okeanos just holding on to it. Waiting for the time to strike. Kess jumps on it though, leading the charge for the rest of his team and leaping all the way into the fray. He's a fight's taken to the 100 Thieves cleanup, dissecting the site.
On a knife's edge, that one. They gave LEV another chance where it could have got very dangerous. But credit to 100 Thieves. They are clawing their way back in this half. Narrowing things down to just 2 rounds, the difference. It started at 6, remember.
One enemy remaining.
Now dragging it back. Just 2 rounds to stand. Between these two teams. 100 Thieves are finding their way back in. Money's still going to be good for a buy on either side. EU with a big ultimate of his own. He's in position to try and let this one rip as well if they want to try and take this, and it looks like it. Yeah, an early play taken with the Hunter's Fury. Asuna sending it flying forwards. They got players posted up nice and deep in through mid, just in case there is that reaction. 100 Thieves trying to catch them. With the rotations, potentially there. Cryo, what an angle to find and what a kill to spot. Com deleted.
It's such an enormous pick. It's way harder to take garage control. Way harder to clear A lobby now for Leviathan on the attack side. Between Com and King, 2 of the worst people to lose early.
Deep push. Xander, he's tucked into the box, into the corner, potentially hearing that one. Wow, even just swinging a return of the kill. It is traded out, but getting one for his troubles. 3 versus 3, down with that 50-second mark.
So Sado manages to bulldoze his way in, trades Okeanos for a little bit of garage control, and breaks the trip. But this cam down C is doing so much, and EU's pushed out.
Push out has been watched for just for now, but again, the kill does not go the way of King. And EU plays it with diligence and discipline. Backs himself up and away.
30 seconds left.
It's got what they need. It's put 100 Thieves in an advantage situation. Spike is alone. Sado, very much so. Gate crash to get back to safety, but there's only 19 seconds left to play with. EU has not been removed off angle, up onto the high ground. There's no place to go to, though.
They don't have the time to try to get in at all.
Even committing the ult into the final few moments there, Kess. Not sure if they were even committing, but okay.
Cypher ulting and seeing that they're in their own spawn is so funny. There's 10 seconds left, and they're where they buy guns. I mean, that's an amusing way of the round to end. But Cryo, what an angle to find. And these pushes on defense, they've worked really well for both teams, let's be honest. But now that we're watching 100 Thieves on the defense side, it's constant value. And here we see a timeout coming for Leviathan. And they need it. Every round in this half has been won by 100 Thieves, bar 1. And Lev's economy is not in an amazing spot either. It's pretty horrible.
Yeah, Lev are feeling this map slip away from them. Game of 2 halves so far.
Absolutely.
Like you said, I mean, it's just a string of rounds that 100 Thieves have put together. Sometimes the way as well, when, you know, it is their map pick, but it's a map that they haven't played too much, and you can definitely tell the work has been put in on that defense side for 100 Thieves.
Well, 100 Thieves love trying to get active on defense, whether that's with pushes or whether it's with re-clears. And I think the best teams at handling 100 Thieves are the ones that are able to predict that and punish that. But LEV have not really been able to do these kind of things. They're not running many fakes, which I think are also really good against 100 Thieves. And they tried on the pistol round, nearly worked. 100 Thieves had a great read on it. Is this going to be a force? I mean...
It's all over the place, really.
Yeah,
I mean, Sato's...
like, Tex and Sato are kind of buying down, but...
a bit confusing.
Yeah, it's a weird buy. That's a very weird buy.
Be applying the pressure, though, to these C players. See what Xander can do. Kess by his side. One-way smoke up. Xander trying to play to the side of it. Trying to get ahead of it, and he spots it. Just a shoulder. Gives up a lot of that space now. Paranoia is going to be gliding forwards as well. Just to stunt and push back the approach. Leviathan forced to respect it.
That was a golden opportunity for 100 Thieves to be able to get an opening pick by way of Xander, but having halted the push with the paranoia, I think that's almost as good. LEV have taken a chunk of damage. They have no information on the rest of the map.
No.
They only had that one trip from Tex as well, covering their very backs.
Com really not too much utility use as well for any sort of reclear.
It's actually a pretty efficient smoke there from King in A lobby, but Asuna is still disrespecting it, not calling for help. And it's a re-hit from LEV.
Yeah,
into
garage.
King loves calling these.
Different avenue this time. Still going to be spotted out though by that cap. Walls up, dart alongside it. Xander, hard committed, anchoring into the corner. Hunter's Fury to try and at least clear the way, pave a path to victory. Leviathan need it desperately now, trying to make their moves towards it. Over towards the B site. Chopping and changing their mind in the process. Okeanos, though, could collect and claim a couple of these kills if they're none the wiser. Kess cleans him up. The deep push that's attempted all the way through, just trying to take these extremities by sheer force. Sato is gone. Head off the shoulders, cut clean off. King has left to stand against it in a 1v3, Stinger in hand. At this point, looking so damn unlikely. 100 Thieves just need to play this one a little bit of discipline. The smoke to obfuscate, bit of confusion perhaps, but only for a moment.
Now, Brent, if General Mates wrote a guide on how to throw a lead, it would involve messing up your economy and using ults in rounds
like that,
like this. This would, this is a General Mates that we're watching right now from Leviathan. It's rough. They had a wonky buy. They pre-barrier pinged out where Com was going to ult, so that wasn't like some audible on the fly. That was game plan from the beginning. And now they've got Sato's ult, but they don't have a Hunter's Fury to combo with it. Everything is on this round.
10 to 10. Dragged all the way back here by 100 Thieves. Down flash. One-way smoke, a bit of anti-synergy there, because Xander can just sit nice and pretty. Same spot as before. Not being scanned up.
And this is textbook 100 Thieves. They are so good at disrespecting util and not overreacting to it unless you really put a good amount of presence behind your fakes. Xander takes a peek and realizes that this is nothing to worry about on C.
No signs alive.
Kess, the turtle, he's going to be up for it again potentially here. No, perhaps not. King just getting inserted down deep in short
For the minute
with
mark, 100
Tex.
Thieves are re-exploring down mid though at the exact same time this is happening, and Lev trying to at least apply that pressure and make some noise, see if these A players can do anything whatsoever. EU though, he knows that he's being ISO'd, hunted down. It's Corrode, or Sato I should say, just right on top of him, just trying to escape, and Kess has to just nail this one down up onto the site, but tons of util coming his way. Lit up, scanned up by the darts. Counter util just coming a little bit too late there, but 100 Thieves versus Lev still into that 3v3. Plants has to go down here. There's a TP forward.
Asuna is.
Shot darts coming through, and Asuna's right, hot on their heels. He smells it, there's blood in the water, and Asuna wants to go hunting. Big reveal, jumps on the chance, collects, and colliding straight into a path into these Leviathan players. There's no stopping him, man. It's getting tricky with it. And 100 Thieves take the lead.
And that should be the map. A 9-3 half, and they're now in an incredible spot. Lev's economy shattered again against the rocks as the ship slowly sinks. This round, they inserted people deep onto A. They went back to try to fake garage, but they didn't realize how fast 100 Thieves were pushed out already down mid and garage. Again, they just take a peek and they're like, what? It's only the duelists here. What's going on? The IGL on the attack side. Really slapdash at the moment from Lev.
It's all in from Lev. Not playing to drag this one to OT. Trying to win this round here and now. Half armor, a few Guardians, but the rifle's still in play. 100 Thieves have taken all that control up towards A. Sending it flying forward, so that's a call for Leviathan. B-side should be open, but that paranoia sweeps anyway, and now you're seeing it with the dimensional drip. Xander is there, side by side, Hunter's Fury. It is tearing them asunder. Leviathan cannot stand against it. Snuffed out. Not a chance in hell. 100 Thieves were more than ready. Flash and a re-peek and a double face on top. This is 100 Thieves now at the precipice of taking map number 1.
If you were worried about some of 100 Thieves' defense halves after watching, I don't know, occasional maps that you've seen, there's Sunset, for example, last week. I mean, maybe you would have thought that there was no hope here. 9-3, going on to a map that they haven't played a match on yet.
Amazing round, guys. Good shit. Everyone's playing perfect.
It
Except
is.
me. Lol.
No, I mean, when they're allowed to play these fast exec flood defenses, that is where 100 Thieves thrive. They love that kind of tempo. And again, Kess, he just is alone handling A. Asuna goes for a walk down mid, though.
This could be dangerous.
If Asuna dies, Tex could give them some decent mid-round options.
Sander just trying to bait. It's a jump spot. Out through garage. Meanwhile, a lot of pressure happening over towards the A side while this fight even takes place. Kess still stalwart. It's not going to be detonating any of those cages. Holding on to it. Leviathan are going to be moving in a different place.
Tex might think that mid is clear because he missed this timing, this angle on Asuna.
Asuna's going to be here in the start, the reload, the footsteps, spells it all out. Potential chance for him to really collect some kills, and collect they will! Sander just on fire right now! A 4-piece here, but this is 100 Thieves putting the nail in the coffin for map number 1.
I have the spike.
We were questioning it to begin with, but they ran it all the way back. No questioning at this point. 100 Thieves are in top bloody form.
No bind, no problem, say 100 Thieves. What a run back from them. Only a single round given up on their defense side. And Cryo ends up topping the scoreboard with 25 kills.